patient with yourself, because this is a slow process.
Hello everyone, my sweet angels. Welcome back. It's me, Jenny. A little different today. I wanted to do a video focusing more on taking care of my physical being. If these types of videos don't make you feel good, then you shouldn't watch it, and that's okay. Focusing on just some practices, habits, supplements, things that are just focused on actual like care for making my body feel good, and in turn helping my mind feel good, because I feel like I do focus a lot and I talk a lot about mental health, and more I've been realizing the symbiotic nature of yourself and your mind and caring for my actual physical being. And I have been gaining a lot of value from kind of resetting on how can I actually care for myself to make myself feel as good as I can each day. I'm happier, I'm feeling healthier, I have more energy. I have been realizing that that's a huge chunk of feeling good mentally. Yeah, so the past few weeks and months I was realizing, especially coming out of winter, that I just wanted to do a little reset, put more focus onto just like small practices that are beneficial for me. Yeah, a whole like gambit of things that I wanted to kind of put into a mishmash of like a more of a physical focused wellness video. So these are just some things that I've been working on that feel helpful for me. Hopefully you enjoy them. And yeah, let's get into it. Quick first tip. I've been filling this up with water. It's a gallon bottle, so this is probably more than you actually need, but I think it's been really helpful for me to figure out if I have had a good amount of water intake, and make sure that you're actually drinking water, because at the end of the day, if you look at this and it's still filled to the top, then you're like, oh, okay, but for real, and at the risk of sounding like a meathead that my brothers would be proud of, I have been supplementing protein for the past probably like month and a half, and I think it's working, and that has been a huge introduction, doing it consistently. Like I have a protein smoothie every day after going through a spurt of really not like focusing on macros whatsoever. So I guess I'm a meathead now. Okay, my favorite smoothie recipe, if I'm gonna put protein powder in it, is just straight blueberries, some almond milk, some water, and then here we go, kicker, protein powder. This vanilla one from Ritual is truly so good, especially with this combination, because it makes it a little sweet and it tastes like dessert, and it's really like actually kind of stupidly good. And sometimes I add peanut butter on top, or I'll add peanut butter directly in the smoothie, but it is just so good, and I actually like look forward to drinking this. And big thank you to Ritual for sponsoring today's video. They'll just launched their new Essential Protein Daily. It has 9 essential amino acids, and it's helpful for building lean muscle mass, satisfying appetite, and bone health. It's pea protein, so it's vegan, and it provides 20 grams of protein per serving. You probably know Ritual from their line of multivitamins that they have, and it's really exciting that they have protein now. It's in a really delicious vanilla flavor. It's crafted from direct from farmer vanilla bean extract that's sustainably harvested in Madagascar, and it also uses no added sugar or sugar alcohols. The supply chain for their essential protein is fully traceable. It's made from peas grown in the US using regenerative farming practices, and it comes in different formulas for 18 plus, 50 plus, pregnancy, and postpartum, which is amazing. You can get 10% off your first 3 months because it's good to build habits. You can just go to the link in the description box, which is ritual.com/will10, and use the code will10 at checkout and help you get those gains, you know? Okay. It's nectarine and peach season. I'm so excited about that. I got mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms, these peppers that I want to grill or roast, or maybe put in a salsa for some of them that look really yummy. Broccoli, I love having around, especially when I know I want to cook at home a lot. I feel like it goes with so much. And portobello mushrooms, a lot of mushrooms. And onions. Okay, salad stuff, I'm gonna prep this. This is escarole, which is one of my favorite greens. Frisee, also one of my all-time faves. I'm gonna prep these so I can just like have salads throughout the week. Also gonna make that dressing that I showed you guys. Mint, love, dill, amazing. Strawberries, yum, these look good. Gluten-free bread because I'm trying to cut out bread just for the time being, except for I did splurge on this, which is like a teriyaki ramen stir fry kit, and it looks really good. I also got corn tortillas to kind of cut that out. This cocoa yogurt, cauliflower rice, that needs to go in the freezer. Pasture-raised eggs. Okay, hello, we're gonna talk quickly about supplements. I think that vitamin supplements have been really helping me get back on track lately. I have been way more on top of it than I ever have been. I have this nice little planner for morning and night that I've been trying to stay on top of. I thought I'd quickly go over like ones that I have been taking consistently that I have out on my counter as of late, just to make sure I don't forget to take them. Start off with, not because this is sponsored, but because it's important, is the Ritual Daily Vitamin. I have been taking this for a very long time. It's really nice to make sure I have my bases covered, or like baseline of support and nutrients that you need, like iron, B12, D3, omega-3, vitamin E, all of those, very good. Just to like on the daily make sure I'm hitting those, because I know for a fact I have not been probably hitting most of them via my diet over the past year, because I just don't think I've been that focused on eating for my health specifically, I'd say. So these are really great. They come in their minty capsule, which I love, so I can take them on an empty stomach and not get nauseous. Secondly, probiotics. Literally, I love probiotics. I talk about them a lot to people in my daily life. Like, I feel like I'm always just talking shop about probiotics because I really like them and I think they're so important. I take the Nuco ones pretty religiously. Also, I really like Seed. Gut health has just so much to do with all of the functions in our body, from mental health to digestive system to like skin issues and truly everything. And I feel like we kind of ignore it, especially Americans suffer from gut issues and just like don't address it or even talk about it. And yeah, I notice personally, like over when I forget to take probiotics consistently, I always can tell a difference. When I start taking them consistently, like I just feel so much better. My stomach feels so much better. It feels like I'm processing my food and not like, feels like everything's working in a good way. Candida stat I've been adding in. This is from Botanica. They make nice natural supplements if you're struggling with candida like your girl is. Okay, sitting on my yoga mat where I usually work out to chat about this one. I know talking about body image and our bodies feels always really touchy. I just wanted to share one personal reflection that I've had recently. Like I was saying, I was just finishing up the 4 agreements. It's just a part about replacing old agreements with new ones, and that's actually how you create new belief systems and new habits. And a lot of these old agreements that we have with ourselves in the world are actually like coming from a lie or an idea about ourselves that isn't true.
But for every agreement you break that makes you suffer, you'll need to replace it with a new agreement that makes you happy. This will keep the old agreement from coming back. If you occupy the same space with the new agreement, then the old agreement is gone forever, and in its place is the new agreement. There are many strong beliefs in the mind that can make this process look hopeless. That's why you need to go step by step and be patient with yourself, because this is a slow process. The way you are living now is the result of many years of domestication. You cannot expect to break the domestication in one day.
And I think that though he wasn't specifically talking about bodies, it really applies to that. For me, something that I've been rebuilding is like my own ideas around working out and exercise. I think the past few years I kind of strayed away from it because it felt like I didn't want to, because it felt like I had to, because to be like this hotter, more attractive, like more societally prettier version of myself. But recently I've been working through like this new idea of like, I work out for myself, for me, because I really like it and it feels so good to sweat and move my body and feel like I'm alive and feel what it feels like to really like move energy throughout your body that's like stagnant. I've just really been enjoying it. For me, that started out with playing tennis again and then doing smaller workouts, and now I've kind of been on more of like a workout plan that's been keeping me really like happy. And even in a small way with summer of just like I walk most places, or I ride my bike, or I just have created a new idea of like prioritizing movement as just like this fun, nice thing that is solely for me and for my longevity. I know it's such a complicated relationship of the ideas around movement and our bodies and eating, etc., that has been and is so unfair. And yeah, I think I at the same time was realizing that I was almost like punishing myself and not actually treating myself with care over these principles, and that just no longer was working for me. It's just been making me feel like more muscular and stronger, and like I feel more fit, so I'm like saying yes to more things because I feel like I have more energy, which I guess maybe comes from having more muscle. I don't know where that energy, but like that energy you get after working out feels like the more I do, the more I can do, and that has been really powerful for my sense of self. Okay, I had to throw in ACV if we're talking about my physical health. I really have seen so many benefits from ACV in my diet. I drink it with some lemon, fizzy, carbonated water, ice, drink it with a straw. It is tolerable, and at some point you kind of gain a taste for it, which is weird. However, do your own research on this. Some people don't do so well with it. Myself, I feel like it does really help my gut health. It helps my digestion. I feel like my skin starts getting more clear. I feel good when I drink it. There's a lot of information out there, so I definitely inspire you to do that research on your own and try it out for yourself without going gung-ho on it because I drink it. Okay. Yum. A little mint on top, why not? With a straw, guys, don't be like me. I am a role model. Something that I feel like has been new for me is actually paying attention to what I need during the day. Like, for example, I just hit kind of like a slump. I'm feeling really like lethargic, and also I'm feeling pretty nauseous, kind of like over caffeinated, kind of weird. I took a stop from what I was doing, just sat here for a second. I was like, what's going on? And then I said, I'm thirsty. I haven't had enough water today. Drink some water. And I'm sure as I do, I'll probably feel better right after. And I think it's so easy to go throughout your day and not really check in of like what you're actually feeling. Like you just kind of push through like the negative side effects sometimes, at least I do, where like I'll just keep feeling nauseous until maybe eventually like hours later I'll do something about it. And I've been catching myself quicker lately where I actually am, as soon as I notice that I'm not feeling well or something feels off, what do I need? And then I'll drink some water, or I'll eat some food, or I'll lay down for a second, you know? It sounds like such a stupid tip, like it seems too simple, but yeah, I feel like we just ignore ourselves a lot of the time. So when I'm working on resetting my diet, I definitely go back to just like the simpler the meals, the better, the more whole foods, the better. I always fall back on this chickpea salad. If you've watched my channel for a while, you probably know I eat this a lot, but sometimes I forget about it. But it's just something easy that I feel like I usually have ingredients on hand, and then it's something that I can eat quickly for lunch or add to other meals. It just feels like a good, healthy meal to have on hand. Another favorite to fall back on is always stir fries. This is a classic, adding any type of vegetable you have in the fridge, mushrooms, broccoli, tofu, tempeh, onions, zucchinis, anything like that. Super easy to whip up. I'll usually do some type of soy base, or I'll do a peanut sauce, and then adding noodles, rice noodles, or rice as a base is just so simple. And then a fave little dessert of mine is blueberries with almond milk on top, and then I'll usually put some type of like agave or honey on top, and it's so good. Okay, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this kind of mishmash of some health thoughts and practices that I've been having around just kind of getting back on track. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And if you want to check out Ritual's new protein powder or any other supplements, you can go to my link in the description box. Use the code WIL10 to get 10% off your first 3 months. And I'll see you in the next